Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I wanted to do a video on me and my husband decorating the third bedroom, which is my stepson's room, just to show you the before and after. So as you can see, this is the third bedroom before any painting was done. The only work that we've actually done in this room at the moment is we've placed filler over the holes and dents that were in the walls, and then when the filler dried, we sanded the filler down so it is nice and smooth, ready to be painted over. As you guys can probably see, there's a lot of marks and scuffs all over this room that were done by the previous owners of the house. If you've watched any of my other house decor videos, you'll know that pretty much every room in the whole house was left in this sort of state. Some rooms are worse than others. The marks in this particular room look like pen or nail varnish or something like that. As you can see, the original colours on the walls are a medium grey type colour on the bottom half of the walls and a pale pink on the top half. Again, these were the colours that were on the walls when we moved into the house last year. So before going out and buying paint, we actually asked my stepson what colours he would like in his bedroom, and he said he wanted a light blue. So we ended up purchasing this paint from Wilkinson's. It is Wilko's Tough and Washable paint in the colour Cloudless. Now this is a really nice, very, very pale, gentle blue, and I think it's going to look really nice in his room. So this is actually a couple of days later. As you can see, a big change in the room. This is the state of the room kind of halfway through everything. So this has had one coat of the Cloudless colour. I think it's a really lovely colour. And also some of the woodwork has been painted. The whole of the door frame has been painted. The side of the door that you guys are looking at, that's been painted. It looks a little bit patchy because it's still actually drying, but that has all been painted and it looks much nicer. There's no more stains or writing or pen marks on the door or the door frame. The ceiling has also had a couple of coats of paint, so that is all looking absolutely lovely and fresh. There was a few marks on the ceiling and on the coving, which is now completely been covered, and the room is looking a lot different and a lot fresher already. Now obviously the blue, the Cloudless colour, is going to need at least another coat. It seems to have covered quite nicely where the pale pink was originally, but on the part of the room where it was grey, it hasn't really covered all that well. It's quite streaky. It's been another couple of days since the last update and we've got a lot more done. First off, the bottom half of the walls have had another coat of the Cloudless colour and they're now looking much less streaky, so I'm thinking that it won't need any more coats now. You can actually tell the difference between the bottom half of the wall, which has had the 2 coats of paint, and the top half of the bedroom, which has only had the 1. Also, more of the woodwork has been painted, so the skirting board, the dado rail and the windowsill have all had a coat of paint and they're looking much fresher, but the windowsill will probably need a second coat of paint though. Alright you guys, so this is my stepson's finished bedroom. We have done so much work. All in all, this has had 3 coats. The walls pretty much had 3 coats each in the end. There was lots of filling to do. There was lots of stains everywhere that needed to be sorted out. But now, thankfully, his room is looking so much nicer. The windowsill over there, that ended up needing like 3 or 4 coats. There was lots of stains, what looked like tape or something, on the window frame. So my husband had to scrape that all off and give the window frame a really good clean as well. So now his frame is looking nice and clean. We've got these screws here, and that is to put his blinds back up. That's the only thing that we have left to do in this room now, is the blinds. I wanted to paint the radiator because of these marks, but my husband says that he doesn't want to paint the radiator, so we've left the radiator. But look at how much fresher this room looks now. There was lots of stains on the flooring, which has been scrubbed, and most of them, not all of them, but most of them have actually come out, thankfully. But there was pen mark everywhere. There was other, like I don't know, like pink marks everywhere, maybe nail varnish or something. But this is the room. Ignore the sock that is currently stuffed in between the door and the wall there. That is there because we need to get a doorstop for his room so that the freshly painted door and the freshly painted wall and everything don't get bashed up when he's like opening and shutting the door and stuff like that. So that's why that's there. Just try and ignore it. It looks a bit silly, I know. I think all in all, this is the room that has seen some of the biggest transformations so far. Next up, we'll probably decorate our daughter's bedroom. So yeah, this is the new fresh third bedroom, my stepson's room.